Hi guys, welcome to our channel. We have started a new series about movies reviews and upcoming movies update. Today we will talk about 6 DC characters Tom Hiddleston would be perfect. There was a time when only the hero could be the most charming character in a comic book movie. But that would change forever with the casting of Tom Hiddleston as Loki, the central antagonist of both Thor, which introduced him as the god of thunder, adopted brother and the Avengers. All thanks to his performance as fan favorite Marvel baddies, his career running high enough at this point that he would have to be truly desperate to come to the DC movie for help. With the upcoming release of the Disney Plus exclusive series Loki, in which Tom Hiddleston will reprise his beloved Marvel Cinematic Universe role, it is clear that the 39-year-old British actor has no reason at the moment to switch comic book franchise. Yet there is a part of me that kind of wants to see him make a DC transition at least sometime in the near future, and purely because there are so many characters, good and bad, whom he would be a perfect fit for. There actually was a time, however, when at least some of us were convinced that Tom Hiddleston's MCU career might be over after all, when the god of mischief was strange to death by Thanos Johnson Brolin in the introductory cold open for Avengers Infinity War in 2018. Number 1. Sandman. Speaking of reality and omnipotent being called Dream, who also goes by many other aliases, specializes in all things that are not real. In fact, the member of the Endless, who was created in 1989 by the brilliant Neil Gaiman as a reimagining of DC Sandman title, is actually the personification of all the dreams we experience as we sleep and the stories we create, meaning he could literally get inside your head and manipulate you into doing whatever he wanted, among many other things as well. In other words, Sandman would have quite a few things in common with Tom Hiddleston Loki if he was not such an ass. On number 2, Christopher Chance. Tom Hiddleston received great acclaim in AMC's miniseries adaptation of John le Carré novel The Night Manager. His Golden Globe winning performance as a hotel supervisor convinces me that if DC were to give the green light to one of their coolest Spanish title Human Target, they should consider him as the lead character Christopher Chance, who has been previously adopted for TV most recently in 2 Arrow episodes and in his own short-lived Fox series that depicted him as a typical bodyguard instead of the master at impersonation innocent people wanted for that, hence the Human Target persona. I think that putting Hiddleston in the role on the big screen while staying faithful to character 2 would be a well-deserved setup. On number 3, Andrew Bennett. There was a time when vampires seemed in need of a setup for a while after the Twilight craze came and went. But with MCU's reboot of Blade coming up and Jared Leto in the title role of Sonny Morbius, blocksuckers may be back in business. On number 4, Deadman. One second thought, if Tom Hiddleston was to become part of the Justice League Dark Series cast, I might have an even better role for him. His name is Boston Brand, who is one of the loveliest people you would ever read about in DC Comics, despite him being, ironically, a mother man whose spirit was given the ability to possess his other, which he decided to use as a force for good as Deadman. On number 5, Justin Blood. In the event that Tom Hiddleston would prefer not to hide his natural accent but would still love to be a part of Justice League talk, there is always the role of Justin Blood. The Englishman is an expert in occultism and demonology, which is something he should know about better than anybody, as his body being inhabited by a demon called Atrigan, since Merlin bound the entirety to him in the 6th century. Number 6, the Joker. Of course, I cannot imagine any DC villain being nearly as fun to portray as the Joker. On top of that, few actors seem as perfect for the role as Tom Hiddleston, and recent fan art imagining him as the character is not the only reason. The way he relishes in Indecent and the Chaos as Loki could practically be taken as an audition tape to be Batman's arch-enemy, who as far as we know has yet to be cast in a future movie opposite Robert Pattinson, so why not let Hiddleston take it for a spin? What do you think? Would you be willing to give up the already hinted at season 2 of Loki to see Tom Hiddleston take over as the DC new Joker, or could he never top the like of Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix in your eyes? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to check back for additional information and updates on the Marvelous sector, as well as even more hypothetical comic book movies casting calls here on Movies on Screen. Our goal to introduce you every Hollywood movie and English TV series. Let us know how you like our videos and express your opinion in comments below. Thanks for watching.